crime scenes, it never ends. Double nickels on your dime. I thought we were friends. I guess it just depends who you ask. These feelings tend to leave me with a hole in my chest.
Back in the saddle! Yes! Back in the saddle! Divisional round playoffs NFL! Sit back, saddle up, and get ready for some NFL picks! I'm giving it to you this week live from the Poker Room. Live from the Poker Room, right folks? Just when the extensions the GS has been able to add on the house for putting the profits in the bank like a goddamn bank teller. Including last week. You know what we did last week? You know what we did? We went 4 for 4. A clean sweep of the slate. We knocked them dead with Seattle by taking the points, and if you bet the money line, you're even better. We knocked them dead with the Jacks betting on the money line. We knocked them dead betting on the freaking Ravens locking it up. When we locked it up with the Green Bay Packers. The Pack and Aaron Rodgers shutting down Michael Vick and maybe sending him back to his old job. Of torturing dogs, maybe, or something that might satisfy him better than that loss on Sunday, that is. Anyway, it's GS. I'm coming back in the saddle. I'm going to give you my freaking picks for Saturday's games first. I'm going to keep it going with the captain. With the captain, folks. I'm keeping it going. How can you not keep it going? When the captain gives you 4 for 4 last week, you keep it going with the captain. That's what you do. Anyway, you tell me how you like the video from the Poke Room, by the way, too. You guys that follow me normally. We're doing a little something different. I love the captain. Anyway, let's get to your first bet, because that's what you're here for. Hopefully you've been checking lines on BetUS.com. Maybe you're playing the under-overs, whatever you're playing. Maybe you're even getting some mid-season action in on some of those NHL, NBA games while you're waiting for the big playoffs to come on the weekend. Anyway, let's get to the picks here. Your first game on Saturday. Alright, we got your first one on Saturday here. Alright, this is going to be a big game here. This is probably one of the most anticipated games of the weekend. The Baltimore Ravens going to Pittsburgh to take on Big Ben and the rest of the crew. Right now on BetUS.com, the Swans at -3 as far as Pitts goes. So you got the Ravens getting 3. The Ravens put together a complete game, especially in the second half last week. KC, I don't know if they were just happy to be there, just like Speedy Jim Mazzoli says, but you know what? It looked like it as far as the way the game played out, didn't it? You had Ray Rice running the ball over the place. You had that heap, a monster game. You had Flacco controlling the ball. And I guess it wasn't that difficult to beat KC when you're that physical and you're creating turnovers left and right, is it? All right. So anyway, Pittsburgh getting a little healthier there. Got the bye. They're coming off. These teams will both beat each other once each in the season. Like I said, the Ravens are getting 3 because they're the road team. GS is going to go with the Ravens again. I'm going to take the 3 points. I'm going to tell you why. I think this is a close one, and I think this one could go either way. But I got to go with a little bit of motivation. The little bit of a little. I gotta say the Ravens keep it going. I think they got a good flow going, especially after last week's game, and I think they carry the momentum right into this game here. I'm not gonna be surprised if they come with the victory, and you know what? Those 3 points are gonna make me bottle this one up and put my profit in the bank. So I'm gonna take the Ravens +3 and move on and put my profit in the bank. Matter of fact, let's lock this shit up. Let's lock it up. Go get your glass or whatever, you know. GS locking up the Ravens for the first bet of the week. Yeah! Saturday nighter, prime time. You got the Atlanta Falcons, 13-3. This team hasn't lost much this year, taking on the Green Bay Packers and Aaron Rodgers and company. Aaron Rodgers got a little bit of a running game now, doesn't he, with Starks? Nobody thought the Packers could run the ball, but Starks did a pretty goddamn good job last week, didn't he? The defense, this defense is playing basically maybe the best defense in the league right now as far as the way they're playing, but either way, they found a way to shut down Michael Vick and contain him. Even though I didn't like some of the play calls, especially towards the end of the game, I thought they kept the Eagles in it. They got it done. They got it done, and they shut down the Eagles at their place. And they sent Michael Vick back home where he belongs. Listen, Aaron Rodgers now is going back to Atlanta. This team played Atlanta already back in week 12 or 13, whatever it was. But like I said, I don't think this defense was playing as good as they are right now. Maybe the offense was, but you know what? I think this defense is on another tier. And you know what? It's all going to be about defense in this game. Because I don't think Atlanta is going to be able to stop Aaron Rodgers and contain them as far as scoring enough points to beat Atlanta. Because I think this defense is going to outshine Atlanta's, and I think that's going to be the key to the game here. So, right now, the spread on BetUS.com is Green Bay is getting 2 points. And GS is going to take that shit and lock it up like a goddamn bank teller too. I'm putting my money in the bank like a fucking teller, and I'm moving on. And I'm locking this last one up with the captain once again. And this time, I'm going off at the top of the bottle. Locking shit up like a teller. Listen, check back for my next video. I'll have my Sunday games, and it's sure to be winners. Check GS out on GS Metro 1975 on Twitter for big changes and other drunken nonsense.